Every great success story begins not with a giant leap, but with a single, almost invisible step. The world loves to celebrate overnight success, the entrepreneur who suddenly built an empire, the athlete who suddenly broke records, the artist who suddenly went viral. But the truth, my friends, is that there is no sudden. Success is never a moment. It's a process. It is the compound effect of hundreds of small, smart, consistent decisions made over time. Think of it this way. If you improve by just 1% every single day, that seems like nothing in the moment. 1%, you can barely notice it. But over a year, those tiny improvements compound into nearly 37 times your original strength, skill, or confidence. That's the quiet power of consistency. The small actions you take, or fail to take, every day multiply in the background while no one is watching. When I was younger, I used to believe that success came in sudden bursts of inspiration. I thought I needed a big breakthrough, a perfect opportunity, a huge idea, or a lucky break. But then I realized something powerful. The people who actually succeed are not the ones who do everything perfectly once. They are the ones who do small things consistently well, over time. It's not the dramatic moments that define your destiny. It's the daily moments of decision. Picture a man planting a bamboo seed. For years, he waters it faithfully. Nothing happens. He keeps watering, day after day, month after month, year after year. Then suddenly, in one season, bamboo shoots up more than 80 feet into the sky. People call it magic. But he knows the truth. The magic was in the years of invisible growth beneath the surface. That's how success works. If you work out today, nothing changes. If you skip it, nothing changes. But skip it for months and your body declines. Commit to it for months and your body transforms. The same is true for money, relationships, learning, and self-discipline. Small choices either build you up or tear you down. There is no neutral zone. Every decision compounds. One of my favorite stories is about a man named James, an ordinary salesman. With extraordinary persistence, he made a commitment to read 10 pages of a personal development book every night. Just 10 pages. In 5 years, he had read over 200 books, and his income tripled. Not because of luck, not because of genius, but because of consistent, compounded learning. The small discipline became a habit. The habit became a strength. And the strength built success. What we often underestimate is that the compound effect works both ways. It can build you or break you. Miss one payment, skip one workout, and waste 1 hour. It seems harmless. But those small lapses, when repeated, accumulate silently. Just as a small leak sinks a great ship, small neglects can destroy great dreams. Success and failure are both built one choice at a time. And the hardest part of growth is the beginning. When the effort is high and the reward is invisible, that's when most people quit. They say, "It's not working," and stop just before momentum starts to build. But if you stay long enough, the results begin to compound, and suddenly, your effort becomes effortless. You no longer need to push motivation. Momentum begins to pull you forward. Success is not about intensity. It's about consistency. Anyone can work hard for a day. Few can stay disciplined for a year. But the compound effect rewards the long game. It's the person who shows up daily, who reads while others sleep, who saves while others spend, who learns while others complain. That's the person who changes their destiny. You don't have to make massive changes overnight. Start small. One better choice today, one improved habit this week. Replace one bad pattern with one empowering one. Smile instead of sighing. Read instead of scrolling. Save instead of spending. Every act of discipline adds a layer to your foundation. Every small improvement creates invisible progress. Imagine your life as a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's tiny, but with each roll, each effort, each repetition, each improvement, it gathers more snow, more weight, more power. One day, it becomes unstoppable. That's the compound effect at work. Slow, silent, unstoppable progress that transforms everything it touches. When I began speaking and writing, my first talks were average at best, but I kept improving. Every speech, every book, every lesson. 1% better each time. Years later, that 1% improvement multiplied into worldwide influence. And that's not unique to me. That's available to everyone, including you. We often look at successful people and say, they're lucky. But if you study their lives, you'll see the same pattern: consistency, discipline, patience. Warren Buffett calls compounding the eighth wonder of the world. He's not just talking about money. He's talking about life. The question is not, can you do great things? The question is, can you do small things daily, long enough to become great? Because here's the truth: small improvements compound into greatness, just as small neglects compound into regret. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. You don't need a huge plan. You need a small action done repeatedly. The power of the compound effect lies in faith. The faith to believe that what you do today matters, even when you can't yet see the result. The faith to trust the process when no one's clapping. The faith to know that progress is being made beneath the surface. So ask yourself today, what's one thing you can improve by just 1%? Your health, your work ethic, your communication, your focus. Choose one and begin today. Then do it again tomorrow and again the next day. Watch how time, discipline, and consistency turn small sparks into roaring success. Someday soon, people will call you lucky. They'll say you were born talented. They won't see the early mornings, the late nights, the thousands of tiny improvements you made in silence. But you'll know the truth. You built it, one small step at a time. And that is the magic of the compound effect, that small efforts, multiplied by time, create extraordinary results. You don't need a miracle. You just need movement. You don't need perfection. You just need progress. Start small. Stay consistent. Trust the process. Because greatness is not built in a day, it's built daily.